Some days I am carried, other days I crawl, but always I am held. These are my field notes from the quiet places where grief split me wide open and where God stitched me back together with His light. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. Today is Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. Yes. And if you are new to my channel and you're not quite sure what that is, it's a collaboration between me and several other artists. When you get done watching my video, if you'll go look in my description box, there will be a playlist there and it will say Coasting Through the Week. If you will click that, it will open up everyone else's video and you can check out everyone else and see how they're coasting through the week in a coaster mold. This is the coaster mold I'm going to be using today. I got this for Christmas. So let's check it out and see what it is. So we got all of this from this one Etsy shop called Art Flow silicone molds. They are on Instagram. They have a website as well. Right there. So you can take a little screenshot of that if you're interested. This also came from this Etsy shop. Now this isn't going to be included in this video. We're not using this product today, but since it was in with this order, I just wanted to share it with you. This right here is UV Resin Finish Top Coat. I went in the, I looked in her reviews of this product, which I always check my reviews anytime I buy something. Sometimes I don't. I'm not going to say every time I do it because I don't. That would be lying. Most of the time, I check the reviews on products. This review, the reviews on this product did not have one bad review. There were tons, I mean a bunch of good reviews on this product. So I'm really excited to give it a try. You just make your UV resin piece and you brush this right on the top of it and then cure it up, and it's supposed to give it the most beautiful shine on your UV resin piece. So we're going to give that a try later, not in this video. We was sent this beautiful glitter mix right here just as a thank you gift for supporting their small business. So here's what we're going to be using today. Isn't that pretty? And I love the little, y'all know that I love these, the molds that have these little tabs on the side, because if you want to move the mold, it's easy to just pull it off the edge of your table and then pick it up and move it. That's why I love those. Or if you want to move it over and it keeps it from spilling. But it's got the crystal look to the edge of the mold. So I thought we'd just give it a try. See what we think about it. See what we can do with it. I'm going to change my coaster out. I got in some more coaster molds for Christmas, and we're going to try those. I don't think that one's going to work for what I want to do. So I got these from a RESINABLE creation. Another Etsy shop. So that's really pretty. I love those crystal edges. Crushed glass edges, rather. So we're going to switch it out to that one. And I'm going to put this one up and we'll use it at a later date. Okay, I'm going to try to do a crazy bloom here. Yes. I don't know what it's going to turn out like. I have no idea what's going to happen. We're going to use my Bond Crafter tabletop epoxy resin. I'm going to use my Lucky Green Lorez metallic pigment paste. It was solidified, but I put it in a hot water bath, and now it's ready to go. And then I'm going to use this pigment paste right here. The label fell off, but it's a DIY yellow. And then I'm going to use my octopus ink in Sunlight. Yes, I know, that's a crazy choice, but we're just going to give it a go and see what happens. I've got my Bond Crafter tabletop epoxy here. I started my timer for 20 minutes too, because that's when we need to start doing our petals. Or that's when I'm going to try, around the 20-minute mark. You'll see our minutes have changed to 14:51 because I just ran this through my Airless Pro Bubble Remover machine. Don't ever run it through in a silicone cup because you do not get the best outcome. Switch it over into a plastic cup. I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pour this in my mold. I'm not going to spritz it with any alcohol because I paid quite a bit for these molds. And the more alcohol you spritz in your molds, the more it takes the suppleness away from your molds. It does wear and tear on your molds much faster than not spritzing alcohol in the molds. But if I'm using cheap molds, which I know I'm only going to be using a few times anyway, I just spritz the alcohol in them and just, if I want a new mold, I just go purchase a new mold. So I'm not putting any alcohol in this one. We're going to go ahead and put our tabletop epoxy down in here. I'm going to stop right there. Go ahead and add some more. Okay. Now I'm going to get my cups out for my colorants, and I'm going to put about 10 grams in each cup. Now we're going to go ahead and put our colorants in. You don't need much of this pigment paste at all. So I'm just going to use what's on my stick here, which is not much. I'm going to go ahead and stir it up. And then I'm going to switch popsicle sticks. And get it stirred up really good. This is a beautiful green by Res, and it is a metallic. It's a lucky green. It's so beautiful. Let me see if I can get you down where you can see it a little bit better. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to take my octopus ink here, and we're going to put 1, 2, 3 drops. Stir that up. Okay. Now this pigment paste. Let me get it stirred up. And I'm just going to use what's on the stick. And now I'm going to clean my stick off. And stir it really good. Okay. Got something that fell in there. And I'm just going to take my little lighter here. Try to pop some of them. If you're using a lighter, you make sure you want to run it across there really fast. You don't want to damage your mold, that's for sure. Okay, I'll meet you back in about 6.5 minutes and we'll get started. So I'm going to start with my metallic. And I'm just going to put a little dot in the center here. That's going to be my center. Got a little bit right there. Get it out. And let's see. I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to take the tip of my stick. And I'm just going to draw my petal. Okay, now I'm going to switch to my metallic. Lord, I dropped it again. And then I'm going to switch to my alcohol ink. And then back to this one. And now we're going to let it do its thing. And I'll meet you back. See you later. I've got my resin right here, and we're just going to fill this other little piece of candy up, and we'll demold it together at the end. I'm going to use my Octopus Deep Black ink from Laura's Art Corner. If you'd like to try the Octopus inks, they say, and I've used a bunch of different alcohol inks, and these are the best by far that I've ever used. And Laura is the one that told me about them. I mean, I knew, I had heard of Octopus inks, but she's the one that offered me to try them. She even sent me some Octopus inks for free to try out, and I absolutely fell in love with them. They're my favorite alcohol inks, but you can't get them in the US. Laura has them though in her shop, and she's in the US. So if you'd like to give these inks a try, they hold their color really well. Now I haven't used them long enough to know how well they hold their color, but others that have say they hold their color the best out of all of the alcohol inks. I think I want to go with just a light black. That might be too light though. I don't want to do full on black. I put 3 more drops in. Let's go a little more. I put 3 more in. Okay. I think that might work. Let's go ahead and I probably need to let it set for about 2 minutes and let those bubbles come to the top. But since we have such a shallow pour, I'm going to go ahead and pour it because this pour is going to be really shallow and those bubbles will come right onto the top anyway. We might have enough in between what's left in the bottom of these cups to fill up that little piece of candy there. See? Yep, we had enough. Are y'all ready to demold our piece and see how it turned out? Let's see what this new mold, what kind of casting this mold will give us too. Because I paid a pretty good bit for these molds off of Etsy. Y'all ready? Oh, it's not too shabby. Look at that. It turned out so pretty. I think it's pretty because I don't do a lot of these and I don't get them really to work out well for me. So, hey, this is a win for me. I don't like how I got a lot of this drop right here. I shouldn't have put it on as heavy and it would have bloomed really pretty. See how it bloomed out there really pretty? I put too much down, but But I love that Lorez Lucky Green Metallic. Isn't that gorgeous? Turned out really pretty. Let me know what you think. And I had to try it another way too. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, I made another one. Now this one is not a bloom. I did not do this like you would do a bloom. I just put some colors down and twirled it a little bit, and let's see what we got. This is my mold right here. I made this mold. Oh, it turned out pretty. Look at those colors. Now, these colors that I used here for this one is my Ospang green. Is it Ospang or Ospang? Ospang yellow. And then I used my Gold Rush Metallic Octopus ink from Laura's Art Corner. And that's how I got that. That's beautiful, isn't it? And for my turtle, I brushed in my Silence Forest Matio Chameleon Mica Powder. Here's our extras, so let's go ahead and demold those. I don't think these are ready yet. No. But these are. So I'll have to put these in a curing machine. I'm going to heat that up a little bit because I got prints on it. And if you heat that resin up, it'll take those prints away that you put on there, see? So I'm going to go set it back over there and let it finish. That got a bubble in it, look. Okay, but these we can go ahead and demold. There's that one. It's pretty. That turned out pretty. And this one is the exact same. And then we have this one. And I made this mold right here. I think that's the same, yep, that's the same black we used for the flowers. So it's not fully cured. Ruh-roh. I think we messed that one up, you guys. Yep. Oh, goodness. Yep. I'm just going to leave it alone. Maybe we can use it in our I Spy lamp. Well, let me know what you think about my bloom. I know it's not perfect, but hey, I think it looks beautiful. I do. I love it. And I love my new mold. I'll list the Etsy shop where I got this mold from if anyone's interested. And then that's just our little extras. And let me know what you think about the colors in this one. Do you like them? Don't forget to go check out my playlist in my description box. It says Coasting Through the Week. If you click on it, it will open up all the other videos, and you can check out everyone else and see how they're coasting through the week in a coaster mold. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.